Hello, and thank you for joining us for today's broadcast. This broadcast is a product of Shry Media, LLC. Unauthorized use, sale, or redistribution of this media in any form is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Shry Media. Radio and television mediums are encouraged to reach out. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the game.
Your vacation is now playing in Tennessee.
For every generation, it has started with the call to serve. Discovering the purpose and the belonging earned with the title. Learning to dig deep and push through adversity together. Defending our nation and its people. It is a life of great worth and reward. But Marines are never really finished serving. Their commitment comes full circle, visible in communities across our country. This is Semper Fidelis, always faithful, always Marine, marking a path for the next generation.
Kingsport, Tennessee, and if you're just joining us for the first time, welcome inside of Brickyard Park, the Southeast Sports Network, and our simulcast all weekend long to the Appalachian Athletic Conference Digital Network. It's college softball on SCSN, the AAC tournament. The Johnson Royals, #2 in the conference. The Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs, #3. A really good matchup in store for us here. These two programs still warming up and getting ready to go. About to meet the starting lineups. Here's a look back at the field getting ready and players warming up. Lineups are about to come out onto the field, so we'll take another short break and be back and get underway in just a few moments on SCSN and the AAC Digital Network. Don't go anywhere. Welcome to Kingsport, Tennessee, college softball on the Southeast Sports Network. It's the AAC softball tournament from Brickyard Park. Hello and welcome. About to get underway between these two. I'm Gabriel Schrei, Lorenzo Robinson here with me for what promises to be a thrilling matchup between the number 2 and number 3 teams in this AAC softball tournament for 2024. Right now, the starting lineups making their way down onto the field. Lorenzo, any quick thoughts before we meet the lineups?
Should be a very entertaining contest. You're talking about number 2 versus number 3, two teams who are very close in the standings at the conclusion of the season, just separated by one game in conference play. And both of them making big-time statements in the first day of the tournament as well. So it should be a whole lot of fun.
I couldn't agree more. A player who was electric last night, a player who promises to make a big difference today. The AAC Pitcher of the Year, Bailey Phillips, pitching first for the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. And that lineup includes Chastain, Sneed, Penning, Higgins, Phillips, Bradley, Baldwin, Dearman, Moore, and Wilson. Johnson's batting order includes Jeffers, Morehouse, Hampton, Armstrong, Duke, Kaywood, Dickerson, Baldridge, Hood, and Pritchard to get this started. On the other side of town, close one in the AAC baseball tournament, 1-0. The Bulldogs of Union leading the Bulldogs of Tennessee Wesleyan. Lots going on if you're a Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldog fan. Thankfully, there is a ton of ways to watch on SCSN and the AAC Digital Network. Pull us up on Stretch Internet on any web-enabled device. Live on YouTube. Stream, Roku, Fire TV, Twitch, you name it, we're there. And most importantly, we're excited to have you with us. To the right, she's on board and headed down to second in scoring position for Tennessee Wesleyan. What a start for the Dogs.
And you can feel the energy in this building. I mean, everybody is just so excited. You can see that dugout of Tennessee Wesleyan. They're into it. This is going to be a whole lot of fun. And you're talking about two of the better teams in the conference doing battle. Getting off to a good start is very important for Tennessee Wesleyan, especially when factoring in the way that the season series went between these two teams. Johnson getting the better of Tennessee Wesleyan in both games that they faced off against each other. Now, it was at Johnson, but Tennessee Wesleyan coming up short 9-1 in game 1 and 5-1 in game 2. So the Bulldogs trying to prove themselves here a little bit.
Count is 1-1. College softball second in the batting order is Sneed. Chastain on board. This one to the shortstop. A play out at second. The ball is loose. And so both are safe and on board for the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs in the top of the first. Lasered in on that. Penning with one away, taking her cuts. 1-2 count.
Taylor Penning, a second-team all-conference selection this year.
And so advancing deeper into scoring position, down to third. Things rolling for the Bulldogs out of the gates. There's a big swing and strike. Bailey Phillips from in the circle. Chop to the left, it escapes. The Bulldogs are across the plate for the first run of this one. 1-0 Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs in the first.
Again, so huge for them to get off to a good start. You could see the way that things went for them against the Royals this season. But right there, striking first, trying to prove to them that this will be a different contest.
That's big time for Tennessee Wesleyan. Up early against the Johnson Royals. Pritchard. Emily Higgins at the plate. Penning singled the left field moments ago. Chastain made her way across the plate. Popped up right side. Dangerous here for the Bulldogs, and she's not going to be able to outrun that. 2 down. Fouled off into the backstop. Here's the delivery, chopped to the right. Lost for a moment, a play over at the bag, and that'll retire the side as we take a break, and we'll be back in just a moment from Kingsport.
At Shry Media, we believe in the power of connection, promoting your brand while supporting your community. Our goal is to elevate your presence and amplify your message through local sports. With Shry Media, advertising goes beyond traditional boundaries. Get on television. Make an impact. Take the first step towards a future where your brand is not just seen, but celebrated.
Welcome back to Kingsport, Tennessee, and inside of Brickyard Park, where it's 1-0 Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs as we enter the bottom of the first between these two in the 2024 AAC softball tournament. Quick start.
Was a quick start, exactly what Tennessee Wesleyan needed. Now we'll see if Johnson will have an answer for them. Again, the Bulldogs coming up on the wrong side of the stick in both of those contests, with both of them coming in Johnson, Tennessee. This a neutral site. Maybe that's what Tennessee Wesleyan needed to come out on top against Johnson. We'll see.
They've got the infamous Beware of Dogs sign out again today. Love to see it.
This is Caitlin Jefferson, first team all-conference selection up to bat for the Royals.
Fouled off left side. Fan turnout for our final game of day 2. Crowd is full. Chopped right up the middle, a play over at first, and didn't get there in time. Bottom of the first, moving quickly in Kingsport between the Bulldogs and the Royals, where it's 1-0 Tennessee Wesleyan lead. One down already. Bailey Phillips dealing for Tennessee Wesleyan. She was electric last night.
Electric indeed. And she proved just why she won the Appalachian Athletic Conference Pitcher of the Year.
2 cut down now. Doing well over at first. Moving quickly through the bottom of this first. I really like the uniforms tonight. Good color choice. Strike one. Phillips from the circle. Popped up over the top. Right towards us and hits the front of the press box. I thought that was it. I'm about due to get hit with something. It's been a while.
I mean, you can't speak stuff like that to existence.
Shot to the left, gloved, and a play over at first. That'll retire the side. Bulldogs back to the kennel. We'll be back in just a moment on SCSN.
The Southeast Sports Network, your free ticket to front row sports action. From heart-pounding football showdowns to thrilling basketball games, experience every moment live, all from the comfort of your home. Your favorite athletes, broadcast in real time and on demand. It's not just streaming, it's your front row ticket to the best of Southeastern sports. And the best part? It's absolutely free. Don't miss a moment of your favorite teams. Join us now at the Southeast Sports Network. The Southeast Sports Network, your front row ticket to live sports.
College softball on the Southeast Sports Network. It's the 2024 AAC tournament. We've got all the action. 1-0 Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs early. Their bats are hot, and they're going to look to keep them hot as we get started in the top of the second from Brickyard Park. Gabriel Schrei, Lorenzo Robinson, hello and welcome back onto the field. Hope you're having a good night and enjoying following along with us. There's the delivery. Still 1-0 in the top of the seventh on the other side of town at Hunter Wright Stadium between the Union Bulldogs and Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs in the baseball tournament. Chop to the right, floater into the outfield. It's down center right. She's across first and into scoring position out at second. The Bulldogs' bats are hot early. And her teammates love it. The kennel making a lot of noise.
The kennel, I like that.
That's the kennel from now on. It's the kennel from now on. The dogs are fired up at Brickyard. Little check in here, Pritchard. Chopped off foul. Outside of the chalk, down to the right.
But this is another thing I just love about the conference tournament. So these two teams had contests against each other, and it went one way. And conventional wisdom would tell you, man, if a team is able to win 2 games in that type of fashion, they should be able to do it a third time. The Tennessee Wesleyan trying to throw all of those tropes out of the window with their play A fast start offensively, definitely key, trying to put pressure on Johnson early.
One in scoring position out at second. Tennessee Wesleyan's Bulldogs. Haley DeArmond, the DP, at the plate, chopped off foul. Baldwin struck out looking a moment ago. It was the first out at the top of the second inning. Before that, Bradley doubled the center. She's on board in scoring position out at second. Tennessee Wesleyan, Johnson Royals. The DP holds off. Chopped left side, stays fair. She's able to make it to first. We've got a runner loose between the two bases on the left, and she is tagged before she can make it to third.
And that was a walk down right there. Winning the chase over there at second base. Nice job by Dickerson to get the tag out on the way to third.
Caroline Moore facing Pritchard, who's looking good early. 30 pitches in, she's got a K. Bases are empty. In scoring position, one on board over at first. Moore showed the bunt. 2 away here in the top of the second inning. Chopped off foul. Again going foul over the top of the backstop. Fans out in full force enjoying the weather and the show tonight. Be with us, AACsports.com. Get tickets. Chopped left side and unable to make it safely, so that'll retire the side. We'll go to the bottom of the second and be back in just a moment in Kingsport.
Welcome to the new era of brand promotion. Are you trying to find a way to make a splash? We understand that advertising isn't what it used to be. Things have changed. Advertising is both more dynamic and more engaging. Schrei Media keeps your brand not just seen, but remembered. In a world where staying relevant is key, we are your partners in staying top of mind.
Welcome back to Kingsport, Tennessee. 1-0 Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs headed into the bottom of the second from Brickyard Park. Here's a look at your final regular season standings for the Appalachian Athletic Conference. 2 and 3 are duking it out on the field here in Kingsport. And already a really good game. 1-0, bottom of the second. Gabriel Schrei here, Lorenzo Robinson, and appreciate you taking the time to be with us tonight. Hope you're enjoying this action as much as we are. Phillips, after one ball, now lofts in a second. Facing down Megan Armstrong. 1-0 Tennessee Wesleyan. Chopped foul off the backstop to the left.
Johnson just had so much energy in their game yesterday. Just want to see if that same energy will come. Obviously, they're waiting for a big play offensively, a big hitter, something of the sort of come alive as a team.
Popped up, and she's cut down over at first. Nice play by Tennessee Wesleyan. One away.
How did she get that?
I don't know. That's how I felt about the line drive. Just kind of appeared in the glove. One away, bottom of the second. I think the officials might be asking the same thing.
Making sure she's okay, but she's telling them like she's all right.
She's lived up to the hardware she's earned this season. Bailey Phillips lighting it up last night to start the tournament. Looking good here in the second game of the tournament for these Bulldogs. And starting to get a little rowdy for the first time we're hearing from the kennel over here.
And so I made a point in an earlier game about what happens when great players have bad plays or bad games and how they approach that next situation differently. They approach it with a little bit more ferocity, with a little bit more attention to detail. So Bailey Phillips, winning pitcher of the year, sporting a .94 ERA. She only surrendered over 5 hits in 3 games all year long, but one of those games came up against the Johnson Royals on April 15th. She surrendered 8 hits and gave up 5 runs. So one of her worst outings of the year came against this Johnson Royals squad, but I'm sure that's something that she remembers.
One away and one on board for the Royals. The Royals 24 wins this season. The Bulldogs, the Tennessee Wesleyan 25. Big swing, and that's a strike. So the count now 0-2 with one away. Autumn Kaywood taking her cuts. 36 games played, 200 runs, and a team batting average of .338 for the Royals. Catcher looks down to first, safely on the bag over there. That's actually costly. Duke got a pinch runner. Fouled off into the backstop. Kaywood, an underclassman, batting average of .327, 35 hits this season. Chopped left side, looks like that'll stay fair. Down along the chalk, we've got a runner across second, coming to third, and she'll stay there deep in scoring position.
That was a big-time hit there from Autumn Kaywood, getting that double, getting 2 runners in scoring position. And you could see the emotion on her face after that one, turning to her dugout, screaming at the top of her lungs. They definitely want this game badly. Two
on board for the Royals of Johnson University. A big swing there. One away in the bottom of the second inning where the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs are out ahead 1-0. Chopped right up the middle. Now a decision to make as she goes over to first, and she's out.
And there was a bit of a decision to make, but I think it was more so Penning just making sure that she held the runner at third long enough to make sure that she was going to stay put, and then a nice job to make that throw at first right on time.
That's a great throw over to first. So 2 down with 2 on board for the Royals of Johnson. Phillips dealing. 22 pitches. 2 in scoring position. High pressure situation in the tournament for the pitcher of the year.
But this is what it's all about. You want to see the best players be put in situations like these just to see how they will respond. Now Bailey Phillips again coming off of one of her worst outings of the year against Johnson earlier this season. Now 2 runners in scoring position. What will she do here for her team?
Holds off. We've got a runner out on second and a runner on board over at third. Zipped in there. That's strike 1 to go with 3 balls. Walker. Down to the bag, load the bases for the Royals of Johnson, who are fired up and want you to know about it.
Absolutely, they want the whole world to know about it. And I think that dugout will erupt if they're able to rip off a hit here. But can you imagine the response that Tennessee Wesleyan's dugout would have if Phillips is able to get this punch out?
That's true. The kennel right now, rather quiet.
But this is playoff level intensity we're seeing from both teams.
Zipped in. That's a second ball. With 2 away, the bases are loaded. A high-pressure situation, and so a meeting on the circle for the Bulldogs of Tennessee Wesleyan University.
And not surprised to see this happen again. These are very tight games. They're so meaningful to your team, so meaningful for your season. You want to be able to make sure you leave no stones unturned. You want to make sure that you say everything that you feel like you need to get out to your player, to your pitcher. Let her fully understand the stakes, but also settle in and refocus and understand it's the same game that you played your whole life.
We're about to get back underway between the Bulldogs and the Royals. Bailey Phillips from the circle.
There's going to be an eruption after this at-bat. It's just a matter of which side we're going to see it from.
Lasered in. Going around the edge of that strike zone. Count is 3-0. 2 away, bases loaded. Holding off, stepping back. The pressure is on for Maddie Hood. Hood is a shortstop from Greenback, Tennessee. A sophomore with a .312 batting average this season. And they're going to walk home a run. That ties us at 1 run apiece in Kingsport. The Royals on the board as one is walked home by the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs.
And Johnson tying this thing up.
2 away. Bottom of the second. Bases are loaded. Chop to the left and escapes through the gap. Royals leading 2-1 as she crosses the plate.
And again, the energy, the emotion you're seeing from the Johnson Royals after they make a play, you can tell they really want this one, and every game matters from here on out. But of course, there's an elevated sense of urgency when it's postseason play and there are actual things on the line. Johnson trying to stay on the winning side here in the Appalachian Athletic Conference tournament and stay out of that loser's bracket.
So first Costley gets across with what is a costly run. Kaywood gets across. Now the lead by 1 run for the Royals. The bases still loaded. 2 away in the bottom of the second inning. Big swing. Count is 0-2. A punch out would be colossal. Phillips fouled off, staying alive. Bases are loaded for the Royals. That's a look at Baldridge. Hood is out on second. Jeffers over on first. Holding off, feeling the pressure. Audrey Morehouse. Big swing, she strikes out, and the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs retire the side as they'll empty the kennel out onto the field. We'll take a break and be right back. Welcome back to Kingsport, Tennessee, and into Brickyard Park. Gabriel Schrei, Lorenzo Robinson, thanks for being with us. College softball on the Southeast Sports Network. The Reinhardt Eagles, who won last time out, Game 3 of Day 2, picking their way up the stairs and around the crowd. Full house in Kingsport at Brickyard. Not too late to get your tickets and be on hand with us. AACsports.com. Get tickets. Be here tomorrow. People out in force to enjoy the games today. We've flipped sides, so the Royals out in front by 1 run. Going to have to play a little bit of defense against the Bulldogs of Tennessee Wesleyan. Delivered inside. Chastain being faced down by Pritchard, dealing from the circle.
Chastain, a first-team all-conference selection.
Top of the third. The 1-2 pitch is chopped over the top. She's on board at first as that one ropes its way onto the grass in the outfield.
And the first-team all-conference selection is showing you just why there. That's her second hit of the day. Big time here for Tennessee Wesleyan as they try to answer back the response from Johnson.
Showing bunt, that goes foul. Pulling up runner on board over at first. It's Chastain who singled to the center. Pritchard dealing this is Sneed taking her cuts for the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. Tennessee Wesleyan is the team, 36 games, 185 runs, a team batting average of .359. Chopped left side, gobbled up and sent over to first. Well played as Sneed, the one racing down the chalk for Tennessee Wesleyan's Bulldogs.
They went for the double play there. The throw was not quite on time at first, but a nice job taking care of the lead runner first and foremost.
Back to the kennel. One away as that's strike one as well. Taylor Penning 1 for 1 in today's game. Already down in the count, 2 strikes. Penning, a senior, 105 at bats this season, 17 runs, 23 RBIs. Chopped left, this sailing along the chalk. Looks like this goes foul. I'm in a losing fight with my chair. Left side, snagged along the base path, and she's cut down. Two away. The officials coming together.
Yeah, it seemed like the second baseman for Johnson, Dickerson, didn't appreciate that slide there.
We'll play on.
Yeah, there was some discussion there, but I'm glad nothing came of it. That's just a bang-bang play, and of course the natural human reaction is, man, what just happened? I can't believe that happened. Why would you do that? So I'm glad the umpire's not making any rash decisions after that.
Fouled off over our shoulder. 2 away, top of the third, 1 on board out at first base for the Royals of Johnson, who are trying to retire this side. They're leading by a run. Wanted to check in with our runner over there at first. That's Taylor Penning. Shot foul again by Emily Higgins. Royals are fired up. Higgins stays at the plate. Count is 2-2 with 2 away. She chops it right up the center and escapes through the gap. 2 Bulldogs on board now.
And that keeps Tennessee Wesleyan's dream of trying to tie this thing up alive. They're trying to work themselves back into this ball game. Johnson looked to have him on the ropes a little bit, but all of a sudden the Bulldogs, a little bit of life.
Two on board as the sun is beginning to set in Kingsport, Tennessee. AAC softball tournament on SCSN and the AAC Digital Network. A shot right side out towards the fence, and it's gobbled up by the outfielder. That'll retire us and send us to the bottom of the third in Kingsport. We'll see you in a moment. Welcome back to Kingsport, Tennessee, college softball Southeast Sports Network. 2-1 Johnson Royals in the bottom of the third on the other side of town, and also on SCSN and the AAC Digital Network. A tie game in the bottom of the ninth, 1-1 Bulldogs of Union and Tennessee Wesleyan. That's, of course, in the 2024 AAC softball tournament. Be sure to visit the AAC website, aacsports.com, for tournament and bracket updates. And you can find us on social media at SCSN Sports.
So Phillips is back in the circle for Tennessee Wesleyan, and she got in a little bit of trouble there in that second inning.
Popped up, almost straight up. This one just behind the circle and one away. Rough start for the Royals. Bailey Phillips dealing 1K for her so far in this one. Armstrong chops this off foul, back left side. Phillips delivered, chopped right side towards first base. She's racing down, and as it goes foul. Bottom of the third, one away already. Royals at the plate, taking cuts against Bailey Phillips. Tight there, sending her back to the dugout. 2 away for the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs in the bottom of this third inning. Wisely holding off. With 2 away, this one is tight as well. Carly Costley off the field now for the PH. Ashley Duke. Popped straight up. Dropped. Would have been an easy out.
Very easy. Would have been a chance to conclude the inning there from the catcher, Wilson. And that's always dangerous. Anytime something is so simple and that can be the end of an inning, you really open the door for a potential devastating blow to occur.
This is Ashley Duke. Chop to the left, sailing into the outfield, deep ball, and the left fielder grabs that. So that will end the inning, and we'll take a break with these two teams and be back in just a moment from Kingsport, Tennessee with more AAC softball tournament action. It's AAC softball action, live from Kingsport, Tennessee. The top of the fourth is now in what's a one-run game. Really good one so far. Lorenzo, excited to have you here with me. I hope you're having fun. I hope everybody at home is having fun. I'm having a good time. Top of the fourth, 2-1. Royals in the lead. Now we flip sides as the Bulldogs will open the door on that kennel and send themselves out to bat.
It's been a lot of fun just seeing all of these teams so competitive. They're competing against each other, and they're not taking it lightly. They've all shown up, and they are doing everything they can to make sure that they are the ones holding that conference championship trophy at the end of the tournament. Two viable contenders doing battle in this game, separated by just one game in the loss column during the season in conference play, and separated by just one run here in the fourth inning.
Pop to the right, along the chalk, and this one down fair. Really well struck and gets her on board over at first.
Most definitely Kaylee Bradley, big-time leadoff single there in the fourth inning, and that was the sixth hit for Tennessee Wesleyan. Tennessee Wesleyan actually has more hits than Johnson in this game, 6-2. They have to try to convert some of these into runs.
Chop. Looks like that was gonna stay fair as it rolls over the chalk, and the official stops this.
Seems like the official is calling Baldwin out.
Touched by the ball. Bulldogs are playing in 2 right now. Baseball tournament as well at Hunter Wright Stadium. We have that if you want to watch on SESN, AAC Digital Network. Gary Justice on the call. Bottom of the ninth with one away. Tennessee Wesleyan's Bulldogs leading by 2 runs in that one, 3-1. We've got a little conference going on here, understandably so. When we do resume, top of the fourth, one away, one on board over at first for the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. Pritchard is dealing still for Johnson. Dierman at the plate. One away. Chop foul back behind us. Big swing for the strike.
Madison Pritchard has been very good in the circle for the Johnson Royals. And coming into the game, Bailey Phillips got a lot of attention, but Pritchard's showing that she's a force to be reckoned with as well.
Right up the middle, a play down at the bag, going to send her back.
Pritchard this year, just a sophomore, mind you, a 9-3 record, a 2.32 ERA.
Running to advance from scoring position down to third. Showing bunt and pulling up, not liking the look. Two away, top of the fourth, one on board out at second in scoring position. Popped up, edge of the outfield, couldn't glove it, and so we've got a run coming home for Tennessee Wesleyan's Bulldogs.
And this looks like it's shaping up to be an instant classic here. 2 versus 3. Tennessee Wesleyan with a big-time answer here in the top of the fourth.
That is a big-time answer to tie us at 2 runs apiece. Moore singles to center field. Bradley across the plate. It's 2-2, Bulldogs and Royals on SCSN. And right away, more action. This one's popped up, a fly out that will retire the side. We'll take a break with these two and be back with more college softball on SCSN in just a moment. College softball is back. We're tied up 2 runs apiece in the bottom of the fourth. Tennessee Wesleyan, Johnson Royals. Southeast Sports Network, AAC Digital Network, Gabriel Shrine, Lorenzo Robinson. A tie ball game in the conference tournament. The stakes high. One of the highest stakes games probably these girls have ever played in. Certainly one of the highest stakes we've seen all year in the AAC.
The last thing that you want to do is push yourself in a real difficult situation going into tomorrow. The team that loses this game will be firmly inside of the loser's bracket, which means that they would be 1 more loss away from seeing their season come to an end. So if you win today, you still have a chance, even if you drop a game, to claim the Appalachian Athletic Conference Championship.
Fouled off deep left side. Big swing here, and she'll go back to the dugout, struck out. 4th K of the day for Bailey Phillips.
Outside of that difficult inning she had in the second, she's been her usual stellar self. Johnson only 2 hits on the day.
That's big time to be able to shake that off and play on like nothing's wrong.
Again, the best thing to see is when you have great players, their backs against the wall, they're forced to either sink or swim. Right now, Bailey Phillips pitching magnificently for the Bulldogs.
Phillips lasers that in, the 0-2 pitch. Chopped right up the center, and she's on board over at first for the Royals.
And that was much needed there. Allie Dickerson coming up with a huge hit. It seemed like Phillips was firmly in control of this game. Johnson just couldn't figure her out over the last few innings. Right there, Dickerson trying to get the Royals back going as they try to snatch momentum back away from Tennessee Wesleyan.
One on board, one away in the bottom of the fourth. Big swing to start this trip to the plate for Baldridge. Sloan being faced down by Bailey Phillips. Throws the barrel of the bat on that. That's strike two with one away. Popped foul over the top. Fans worried about where that one's coming down.
Protect yourself at all times. That has to be something that everyone lives by, so everyone knows the risk when they sit in the crowd for one of these events.
Left side, pop up. Towards the outfielder, she's got it. Great play. Now two down as the Bulldogs are seeking to retire this side in a tie ball game. Big swing right away. Phillips sends that inside. Fouled off. Staying alive at the plate. Count is 0-2, 2 away. One on board for the Royals. And we're hearing a little bit more from the dugout. From the circle. Chop through the center. Ball is loose and two on board for the Royals. What luck for Johnson University.
Most definitely, and those are errors that cannot happen right there. Dickerson just losing track of it. It was going to be a routine grounder, but it just took an awkward bounce and she was not ready for it. So can Johnson capitalize off of that mistake here? Two runners on base, one runner in scoring position. And there were two outs on the board when they made those two runs in the second inning. So some experience in this situation.
Hood's on first. That's Dickerson in scoring position at second. Phillips sends that inside. That's fouled off left over the top of the chain link fence. Hearing a little bit from the Royals. Johnson, two on board. Great delivery on the 0-2 pitch. Two away in the bottom of the fourth. This is Caitlin Jeffers, who's 1 for 2 in this. Right up the middle, Phillips has it, ice cold. That'll retire the side. We'll be back in just a moment on SCSN.
Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire tablet with just a few clicks.
Welcome back to Brickyard Park in Kingsport, Tennessee. In the top of the fifth, tied 2 runs apiece between the Johnson Royals and Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. It's the number 2 and number 3 seed in the Appalachian Athletic Conference softball tournament on SESN and the AAC Digital Network. Hello, thank you for being with us. Excited to have you along for the ride. Really good action all afternoon long. And you said it a long time ago, but as time winds, it becomes more and more true. We could have an instant classic on our hands.
Absolutely. Both teams doing everything they can to win this game. 2 teams very evenly matched again, separated by just 1 game.
Popped to the left and grabbed right away. That's gobbled up, 1 down. Top of the fifth, 1 down. Taylor Penning 1 for 2 today. The shortstop fouls off right side and out of play. Well, maybe that wasn't out of play. I thought that was over the top of the backstop. Nearly a dangerous situation for Tennessee Wesleyan. Pritchard is dealing and looking good. She's got a K. She's thrown over 75 pitches already. We do have 1 more game left today on the slate of broadcasts. We hope you'll join us for that on the Southeast Sports Network, AAC Digital Network. Number 8, Reinhardt University, a baseball matchup, an exciting one. In the baseball tournament, going to be taking on, hold that thought, this has popped up and snagged by the Royals. Now 2 away. This inning flying by for the Bulldogs, who obviously would love to score a run or 2 here and give themselves some insurance down the stretch. Reinhardt and Bluefield yet to play. Bluefield won the play-in yesterday. They're the number 9 seed in the baseball tournament for the AAC. Now they have to take on the number 1 seed in the tournament, but the number 8 team in the nation, Reinhardt's Eagles. Penning and Sneed out. This is Emily Higgins, who's 1 for 2 on the day. Pritchard is heating up down the stretch for the Royals of Johnson University. Big swing. The dugout letting Pritchard feel the love. The 1-2 that strikes around and retires the side. What a performance by Pritchard. We'll take a break with these 2 and be right back in Kingsport. Welcome back to Kingsport, Tennessee. College softball tournament. Fans out in force. You could probably get on the TV broadcast if you bought tickets now. This could be you. About to get back underway. Tied at 2 runs apiece as we enter the bottom of the 5th in the 2024 AAC softball tournament. I'm Gabriel Schrei. Lorenzo Robinson on hand with me today. Both dugouts making a little extra noise as we start to come down to the wire. This is the dog kennel down to our left. Bailey Phillips pitching for Tennessee Wesleyan, the pitcher of the year for the Appalachian Athletic Conference. Phillips, 70 pitches today, 3 Ks. Lasered in, the 0-1 pitch is strike 2. We're hearing more from these dugouts. Chopped foul off the backstop to the left. Bottom of the 5th. Audrey Morehouse, 0 for 2. Morehouse, 65 hits this year. Chopped left again. Scooped up on the dirt, and she's safe over at first for the Royals of Johnson University. 1 on board. The Royals and their faithful needing that. Phillips, the bunt, snagged. What a play, are you kidding me? And even trying to cut her down over at first. Highlight reel much. One away, 1 on board still, able to evade that toss over to the bag. Nearly got her. Very crafty move. Megan Armstrong 0 for 2 in this game, taking her cuts for the Royals. Fouled off over the top of us. Chopped foul again, nearly went that same way on Armstrong. Megan's a freshman, an average of 388. Phillips sends it down, chopped and caught. A play over at first. They turn the double and retire the side. The Bulldogs keep the magic alive in Kingsport. We'll take a break and be back as this one continues on. Welcome back, and beware of the dog kennel of the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. Entering the top of the 6th, we're tied at 2 runs apiece. Seeking an important win in the 2024 AAC softball tournament. Thanks for being with us. All the action live, free, and in HD. SESN AAC Digital Network. I'm Gabriel Schrei. Starting to lose our sunlight in Kingsport. Pritchard delivered that for a strike. Phillips now at the plate. She was a hero last night batting, the 0-1 pitch. 2-1. Phillips blasts this into the outfield. It's down out by the fence, and she's on board for the Bulldogs.
And she's been doing work from the circle right there, doing it with her bat. Bailey Phillips, her first hit of the game. And it couldn't have come at a more important time. Tennessee Wesleyan and Johnson tied up. The Bulldogs trying to take the momentum away.
We've got a review for the pinch runner who is coming on at first base for the Bulldogs of Tennessee Wesleyan. Coach and the official talk it out. Phillips singles to left center. One on board now for the Bulldogs of Tennessee Wesleyan. Pritchard, 2 Ks in 85 pitches. There's the bunt. Bulldogs up the chalk. A play down at first and unable to win that race. But a runner in scoring position now for the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs.
And I think that's the more important note when you talk about that bunt. Again, sometimes you're not laying down bunts for yourself. It's kind of like dropping a grenade and landing on it to make sure that your teammate gets home safely. Right there, getting a runner in scoring position is crucial, as Tennessee Wesleyan is just trying to score a run in order to pull out in front.
Pinch runner is Kyle, who's out on second in scoring position with 1 away. Fouled off into the backstop down to our right.
Very aggressive at bat here from Mackenzie Baldwin. Can't really blame her. You see that Tennessee Wesleyan believes this is their chance.
Chopped off foul into the backstop again. There's a delivery, right side, trending in play. I think she got her. Baldwin stays at the plate, that one down, able to escape the out. Chopped left center, it's down in the outfield. Advancing from second to third and on the bag there in prime scoring position for the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs.
Prime scoring position is correct. 2 runners in scoring position. If you can just get one in play, you're potentially driving in a run for your team.
And that's perfect analysis, really. I mean, it's just in play anywhere. Any single in play.
Ideally, you want to try to hit it out into the outfield as hard and as far as you can to let the third person at third get there safely.
Ideally. Anything short infield, super risky in such a high-pressure situation. Top of the 6th, 1 down, 2 in scoring position, tie ball game, TWU Johnson. And the Royals know they have to play tight on this infield because if you do have the ball inside, right, easy throw down to home plate, you prevent the score, you pick them off. This is Avery Hope, the pinch hitter. Baldwin's on second, Kyle's on third for the Bulldogs of Tennessee Wesleyan. Chop to the right off the backstop.
Tennessee Wesleyan has had more consistent success when it comes to hitting the ball in this game. 9 hits to just 4 for Johnson.
Zipped in. Catcher looking to deal that outside. Avery Hope at the plate. The 2-2 chop popped right side, and that sends her back to the dugout, tagged up, looking for the score at home plate, sliding into the dirt. They got her, and that retires the side. We remain tied at 2 runs apiece in Kingsport, Tennessee, between the Royals and the Bulldogs. We'll see you in a moment.
At Shry Media, we believe in the power of connection, promoting your brand while supporting your community. Our goal is to elevate your presence and amplify your message through local sports. With Shry Media, advertising goes beyond traditional boundaries. Get on television. Make an impact. Take the first step towards a future where your brand is not just seen, but celebrated.
I mean, I can. College softball here on SCSN. Johnson 2, Tennessee Wesleyan 2, and we have an instant classic on our hands, folks. Tennessee Wesleyan was in a prime position to be able to add a run to their total, but the Johnson Royals coming up with 2 critical outs, and one of them a big-time out at home plate. Now we're still all square here in Kingsport, Tennessee. Bailey Phillips remains in the circle for the Bulldogs, and she's been spectacular with the exception of that second inning where she ran into a little bit of trouble. She's just been great for the Bulldogs. 3 strikeouts. She's only walked 2 batters today, has only surrendered 4 hits. Johnson has not been able to get hits against her consistently. They're hoping for a change of the narrative here at the bottom of the 6th inning. At the plate, the designated player for Johnson, Ashley Duke. Duke is 0 for 1 so far in this game. And Duke pops this one up. And that will be caught. A nice play. It looked like it was some miscommunication out there, but the outfielder Moore is able to make a nice diving catch to secure out number 1 here in the bottom of the 6th.
Wow. What a play, selling out to get under that.
Now it's Autumn Kaywood. Kaywood 1 for 2 so far. She had that big hit in the second inning that helped propel Johnson to that 2-run inning. What does she have up her sleeve here? This one a grounder and is hit towards the Tennessee Wesleyan dugout. Or the kennel, as my esteemed colleague calls it.
I'm sticking with it. I like it. You don't like it?
I think it's cool. I think it's cool.
You like it? The kennel, it's good, right? Yeah, I like that. You can't stop me. I like that. Fouled off left side. If you want to stop me, you can tweet at us and tell us you don't like it. Might stop.
Hashtag Ask SCSN.
Big swing, chopped at, rattled around. We're in the bottom of the 6th with 1 away, tied at 2 runs apiece. Autumn Kaywood 1 for 2 today. Taking her cuts against Bailey Phillips. With 1 away. The 0-2. Popped up, back towards the backstop. Chop through the infield left side, play down at first, a race there. Bulldogs win that.
That was a perfect throw made by the shortstop Penning, getting it off of one hop and throwing a laser over there to the first baseman Higgins to get that out.
Two away in the bottom of the 6th. Dickerson at the plate. Big swing, strike 1. Chopped left side, roped right to third base where it's caught, and that retires the side. We'll be back on the Southeast Sports Network.
The Southeast Sports Network, your free ticket to front row sports action. From heart-pounding football showdowns to thrilling basketball games, experience every moment live, all from the comfort of your home. Your favorite athletes, broadcast in real time and on demand. It's not just streaming, it's your front row ticket to the best of Southeastern sports. And the best part? It's absolutely free. Don't miss a moment of your favorite teams. Join us now at the Southeast Sports Network. The Southeast Sports Network, your front row ticket to live sports.
Welcome back to Kingsport, Tennessee, and into the top of the 7th at Brickyard Park. We are tied at 2 runs apiece between the number 2 team and number 3 team in the 2024 AAC softball tournament. It's the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs and Johnson University Royals. Gabe Schrei alongside me, Lorenzo Robinson, with all the action as this one is coming down to the wire. Lorenzo, it doesn't get any more fun than this.
Instant classic on our hands as we speak.
And that is an instant out. Roped right towards the center. Grabbed up out of the air easily, sending her back to the dugout. 1 away in the top of the 7th inning for the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs.
This game is so tight. It's been great pitching on both sides. Madison Pritchard for Johnson, Bailey Phillips for Tennessee Wesleyan.
Wanted to take a cut at that. This is Macy Chastain. 2 for 3 today. Madison Pritchard dealing just over 100 pitches in this game now. And here's a visit to the circle from the catcher. Drop that in, well delivered, strike 2. Count now 2-2 with 1 away in the top of the 7th. Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs tied with the Johnson Royals. Chastain walks that off, doesn't cut at it. That fills our count. Payoff pitch. And that's going to walk her down to first. So 1 on board for the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. That's really crucial in this late stage situation. You have to score or you're just playing not to lose. You never want to play not to lose.
Absolutely. And I mean, you can't really play not to lose if you're on either side because the score is tied up. You have to try to do what you can, get people on base and put yourself in a position.
Left side, floating to the outfield, and she's able to grab that and retire a second player back to the dugout.
And Pritchard just continues to do what she's done all game long. Now 2 outs on the board.
Two away, tied at 2 runs apiece in Kingsport. Dropped in, that's low. 1 runner on board over at first base for the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. Sneed flied out. Chastain was walked to first. This is Taylor Penning. She's 1 for 3 today. The shortstop has made a couple of electric defensive plays. Right side, she got it. My goodness, the Royals gonna have a chance to win this in the bottom of the 7th. Tied at 2 runs apiece. We'll break and be right back.
Welcome to the new era of brand promotion. Are you trying to find a way to make a splash? We understand that advertising isn't what it used to be. Things have changed. Advertising is both more dynamic and more engaging. Shry Media keeps your brand not just seen, but remembered. In a world where staying relevant is key, we are your partners in staying top of mind.
Welcome back to Brickyard Park. Tied at 2 runs apiece. We've reached the bottom of the 7th in this 2024 AAC Conference Tournament softball game. Tennessee Wesleyan's Bulldogs, Johnson's Royals, Gabriel Shry and Lorenzo Robinson. Thrilled to have you on hand. I hope you're having a wonderful night, enjoying the coverage. I know we've loved being here all day. Great set of games. This is our 8th of the tournament, our 4th of the day. And it's just been a beautiful day for it.
It has been. It's been a great day for softball, and the sun has been out all day. The weather's been nice, and the teams have come to play. But we saved the best game for last.
Well, if there's any consolation, I said it before the break. You know, when the other team has a chance to win it with a walk-off, basically the deal is you're playing not to lose. But the consolation for TWU is the arm in the circle. The pitcher of the year.
She's been sensational, Bailey Phillips. She's going to make it difficult for Johnson to be able to win it. The Royals, will they be up for the task?
Popped left side, deep towards the fence. This one gone. One away in Kingsport. Largely silence from the dugout of the Bulldogs. Someone's horn is going off in the parking lot, and a little bit of action from the dugout of the Royals of Johnson. One away, bottom of the 7th. Maddie Hood over 1, the shortstop, being stared down by Bailey Phillips, who's over 90 pitches with 3 Ks in this showdown of number 2 and number 3 in our tournament. Popped up, floated onto the grass, and it's loose up by the fence. The Royals rounding the bases in scoring position at second. It's Maddie Hood. What a play.
Big time play there from Maddie Hood. That was crucial. Now she's in scoring position. All of a sudden, you can see that Johnson dugout. They can feel it. They can sense it. They feel like they're very close to making something happen in this game. And now an infield conference.
Perfect time for it. Late stages, the pressure building, growing. Bottom of the 7th. One away, you've got a runner in scoring position on second in Hood. Caitlin Jeffers, 1 for 3 today, the next to face Phillips. Jeffers has been efficient this year for the Johnson Royals, a senior. 126 appearances at the plate entering this game, 47 hits, 15 RBIs, and an average of .373.
That's why she's a first-team all-conference selection as well. She's been stellar throughout this season. Not many players that fans of the Royals would rather be in this position than Caitlin Jeffers.
Here's Jeffers on the right side of your screen, just waiting. That average .373, notable. 1 for 3 today. Math checks out, 25%. We've also got a pinch runner for the Johnson Royals out at second base. All of the pieces are in place for what's going to be a thrilling conclusion here. The conference pitcher of the year, Bailey Phillips from the circle. Jeffers awaits the pitch. Chopped foul off the backstop to the left.
You can just feel the tension in the air in this situation. Neither team wants to go down here. Neither team wants to enter into the loser's bracket.
Phillips delivers this. The 0-1 pitch along the edge of the strike zone. Here's the 1-1. Left side, almost through the gap. On top of it, a play down at third. She's safe. Safe on third and runners on the corners for the Johnson Royals in the bottom of the 7th in a tie game.
Wow, that was huge for the Johnson Royals. Now runners in the corners. They have a runner threatening from third. Just one out on the board. In a position where a ball in play hit high and far maybe means that they will come out victorious in this grudge match.
Audrey Morehouse 1 for 3 today. Holds off. We've got a run out to second and safe. 2 runners in scoring position.
Morehouse, the reigning AAC Freshman of the Year.
Chopped foul. Quickly down in the count. Two strikes, 1 away, 2 on board in scoring position. Bottom of the 7th. Johnson Royals could win the ball game. Morehouse, here's the 0-2 pitch. Chop left, that goes over the line.
This is what you want right there. Conference Pitcher of the Year, Bailey Phillips. The Conference Freshman of the Year, Audrey Morehouse. A showdown between 2 award winners. Who will come out on top?
There it is, sending her up the line, back to the dugout. Bottom of the 7th, 2 in scoring position. A spot in the winner's bracket on the line. 2 away, 2 in scoring position. This is Hampton. She's 0 for 3 today. Fouls off. It's coming for me and almost kills me.
It's because you've spoken into existence.
I told you that was going to happen.
If you, the life and death is in the power of the tongue. You know, you can't do stuff like that.
I'm gonna have to slide this window closed a little bit. I'm glad my safety is amusing to all of you. Popped straight up towards the crowd. Somebody else is in danger this time. Two away, bottom of the 7th, 2 in scoring position. Hampton is 0 for 3 today. Bailey Phillips, 4 Ks. Fighting to be in the winner's side of the bracket. 1 spot available. The Bulldogs want it. Phillips lasers that one right down Main Street past Eastman. With 2 away in the bottom of the 7th. The 1-2 pitch. Popped right side. Stepping back. 2 away, bottom of the 7th, 2 on board, both in scoring position for the Royals of Johnson. This is Ella Hampton. Hampton, left side, right to the glove at third base. Extra innings coming up. We'll take a break and be right back in just a moment on SCSN. An instant classic in real time from Kingsport, Tennessee, tied at 2 runs apiece. Extra innings on the table and underway between the Bulldogs of Tennessee Wesleyan University and the Royals of Johnson, all on the Southeast Sports Network in our simulcast to the Appalachian Athletic Conference Digital Network. Thank you for tuning in. It's playoff softball for the AAC Conference from Brickyard Park. Gabriel Schrei, Lorenzo Robinson. How about the tension in the stadium?
I mean, a game this tightly contested deserves to go to extras. You can tell both teams, neither one giving up an inch. It is an intense staring contest between these groups. It's just a matter of which one blinks first.
The Bulldogs' first at bat in the top of this extra 8th inning. Popped foul to the right, over the top of the backstop. This is Emily Higgins. Fouls off for strike 1. This time takes a ball. Higgins right up the middle. This escapes into the outfield, and she's on board for the Bulldogs.
Again, Tennessee Wesleyan has been able to get more hits on a consistent basis in this game. That right there from Higgins, their 10th of the game. They have not been able to convert them into runs scored. They're hoping for a change in that one here.
Coach making a change with the official on the close side. Top of the 8th with 1 on board, no outs. Extra innings in this AAC softball tournament matchup between the Royals of Johnson and the Bulldogs of Tennessee Wesleyan. Thank you to those just joining us, SCSN AAC Digital Network. Extra innings in NAI softball action. Massive implications as this is the 2 and 3 seed in the AAC. Popped up left side towards the fence. It's gone! A home run for the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. 4-2. Dogs go yard.
And of course it was Bailey Phillips, right? Of course it was Bailey Phillips stomping on home plate. She meant business this entire game from the circle, and right there, the go-ahead shot.
A business trip for Bailey Phillips. Picks up the hardware. Home runs at the very end of 2 games in a row to start the tournament. The former Saudi Daisy Trojan, the Bulldog, bursting out of the kennel in Kingsport. Now the Royals have a little bit of digging to do. Chopped off foul. TWU leading by 2 runs, 4-2 in the top of the 8th from Kingsport, Tennessee.
And it's been so tight that plays like that just really hurt. They really kind of take the wind out of your sails a little bit emotionally, and you can see the slumped shoulders as soon as that one came off the bat of Phillips. The slumped shoulders from the Johnson Royals. They're going to have to do what they need to do to snap back into it.
Again, right side. This one is foul, but in play. She'll return back to the plate. Dugout of the Royals has fallen silent. The fans on the edge of their seat. We hope you'll be here with us and on the edge of your seat tomorrow. Right side, just through the infield and cut down in the race to first.
That's what you need to do. You need to keep doing the routine. You have to keep making those things look easy. Okay, so you gave up the home run. That's over. You're trailing by 2 runs. But the last thing that you need to do is compound that mistake by making matters even worse.
Madison Pritchard, 2 Ks. trying to close out this 8th inning. Roped right side, make it 2 away. Top of the 8th, Royals 2 down. Fouled off. Back behind her into the backstop. This is Avery Hope. 0 for 1 today. The Bulldogs breathing a big sigh of relief with a 2-run lead. Staring down the bottom of the 8th. The Royals just trying to row the ship through these uneasy waters. Big swing, that's strike 2. 2 away, count is 1-2 for Avery Hope. Pritchard delivers this, chopped right side, she got it, that retires the side. We'll break and come back with the bottom of the 8th from Kingsport in just a moment on SCSN. Welcome back. The final stages are here. The bottom of the 8th in a 2-run game. The 2024 AAC softball tournament well underway at Brickyard Park in Kingsport, Tennessee. You're tuned in on SCSN and the AAC Digital Network. I'm Gabriel Schrei here with Lorenzo Robinson for thrilling AAC softball. Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs, Johnson University Royals. A 2-run shot left side by Bailey Phillips pushed the Bulldogs to this 2-run lead 4-2. Now into the bottom of the 8th. The Johnson Royals have one last chance. Will they extend the game to 9 innings? Can they come from behind and win?
So Bailey Phillips was the one for Tennessee Wesleyan to hit that go-ahead shot. Now she's in the circle, hoping to close the door on this matchup and propel the Bulldogs to a win on both sides of the ball.
The freshman, Megan Armstrong, going to lead off the bottom of the 8th for the Johnson Royals. Now what's interesting about this, her average 388. Today she's over 3. Phillips has 4 Ks. Chopped off left side, foul into the backstop. Chopped foul again into the backstop. Phillips, the 0-2. Popped foul over the top of the backstop. Staying alive, the freshman. No balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 8th, 2-run game. Armstrong, left side, foul again, out of play.
This has been a very aggressive at-bat from her. She swung on every single pitch that she has seen.
So after swinging on pitch after pitch, now she takes the ball. Count is 1-2. Bottom of the 8th, 2-run game. The Royals have to score 2 runs to keep us playing into a 9th inning. Popped up right side. Oh, it's out of here. The freshman blasts a home run over the fence. It's a 1-run game.
And that aggression paid dividends for Armstrong. Obviously, she saw something. She's seen Phillips now 3 times. That was her 4th plate appearance against her. She knew what she needed to do. She was able to deliver.
Armstrong, well-deserved celebration after a monster home run to right field. That sails over the fence, back up somewhere into the mountains. And it's a 1-run ball game in the bottom of the 8th between the Bulldogs and the Royals.
And that's the only part of it that, if you're a fan of Johnson, you probably wish was a little bit different. It was only a solo shot, not a 2-run or a 3-run shot. So you're still trailing in this one. Gonna need some more help if they're gonna come back and tie this one up or potentially steal a win.
Feels like a fresh inning. Just take a run off, no outs. Duke lasered in there. After the ball, the 1-0 pitch.
When it comes to softball in general, giving up a solo home run is not the worst thing in the world, pretty much in any respect. I'm sure that if Phillips gives up that home run but secures a victory, she'll take it.
Floated out, center. She's on board at first. Ashley Duke 0 for 2 in this appearance at bat. Ropes that over the top, just beyond second into the grass. And now she's on board and will get a pinch runner in the bottom of this 8th inning. No outs.
Now, this is where things can get very interesting in this game. This represents the go-ahead run approaching the plate as we speak.
That's right. If we see another moonshot like that, the win goes to the Royals. They only have 2 options here that are positive. You can tie the game and force another inning. They would have to score 1 run, or you can win it with 2 runs. There's the bunt. Looking to advance out into scoring position. Play at the bag on second. And she's going to go back to the dugout.
Nice heady play there by Bailey Phillips to get that lead runner out at second.
1 away, bottom of the 8th. The drama is on. 1 on board, though, now for the Johnson Royals still. Autumn Kaywood. Phillips sends this down inside. Dickerson fouls off. Allie Dickerson 1 for 3 in this game. Popped up deep left field. There's the second out of this 8th inning.
That wasn't what Johnson needed right there. Dickerson trying to get some wood on it, but not hard enough. Pop up straight in the air. Tennessee Wesleyan and Bailey Phillips just 1 out away from earning a hard-fought victory.
Both dugouts fired up in the late stages, the bottom of the 8th inning from Kingsport.
And these are the situations you gotta love. If you're truly a top 2 team in this conference in the Johnson Royals, you gotta prove it here.
Popped up left side. That's the ball game. Tennessee Wesleyan's Bulldogs with a victory in Kingsport. They'll move on in the winner's side of this bracket with a 4-3 victory over the Royals of Johnson University. Congratulations to Tennessee Wesleyan.
And there's still a lot of softball left to be played, but up to this point, absolutely the best game of the week.
100%. Lots of fun. Really enjoyed being here with you today. Doesn't get much better than that. Bailey Phillips, again, the hero of one of our broadcasts. Just unreal, her performance in this tournament to this point. Any closing thoughts from you on day 2 or this game in specific, Lorenzo?
I mean, this game was amazing. You saw these two teams doing battle, and Tennessee Wesleyan righting the wrongs, so to speak, getting a victory over Johnson, something they did not do during the regular season, and now sets up a matchup between probably the two top contenders for Conference Player of the Year in Bailey Phillips and the reigning Conference Player of the Year in Emily Lovelace from Reinhardt University.
Fantastic. It does not get any better than that. That'll do it for us. Again, a 4-3 win. Tennessee Wesleyan's Bulldogs move on into the winner's bracket. We'll see what the Johnson Royals can do tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in today. Today's broadcast, copyright material of the Southeast Sports Network. It cannot be redistributed or reused without express written permission. It will be archived and available for replay inside of the Apper platform where you watch today's game. Thank you for tuning in. Have a wonderful night. Join us for baseball at 7:30 on SESN and the AAC Digital Network.
We are champions of the character.
You're ready to reconnect, to discover, to explore a Georgia that always has more stories to share and views to admire. Set for your next adventure while you set your own pace to wonder or wander, or whatever it is that makes you feel you. To feel that Georgia feeling, those beautiful, real, honest moments. The only found in Georgia moments. Find yours at exploregeorgia.org.
The Southeast Sports Network, your free ticket to front row sports action. From heart-pounding football showdowns to thrilling basketball games, experience every moment live, all from the comfort of your home. Your favorite athletes, broadcast in real time and on demand. It's not just streaming, it's your front row ticket to the best of Southeastern sports. And the best part? It's absolutely free. Don't miss a moment of your favorite teams. Join us now at the Southeast Sports Network. The Southeast Sports Network, your front row ticket to live sports.
Hello, and thank you for joining us for today's broadcast. This broadcast is a product of Shry Media, LLC. Unauthorized use, sale, or redistribution of this media in any form is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Shry Media. Radio and television mediums are encouraged to reach out. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the game.